So, today I'm going to work on developing a save system for the game. I should have done this a long time ago. Been putting it off. Oh, this is loud. This is way too loud. Also, now I'm gonna listen to something else. Soundtrack to Legend of Mana. Let's go. Okay, so like I said, save system, which I have put off for a long time. To create the save system, I first need to know which variables I should be looking into, which variables I should be saving. And that really depends from character to character, therefore I need to have specific character specific save scripts. Save load. Okay. And hearing actors, you're gonna have a saved load section as well. So let's first take a look at the actor object. That's default for every character in the game. Every character in this game has this as their creation script, as their initialization script. So as you can see, lots of stuff to save. Jesus, this is gonna take a while. I'm gonna figure out as well what is the best format to use. I'm thinking of simply using a map which contains lists and whatnot. Also, if I recall correctly, GameMaker has some variable functions. That's probably going to be helpful. Let's see if anyone has used this before. Maybe someone has used this on GameMaker before. And I can read up on what they have done instead of reinventing the wheel. I need to see variable instance set. Let's look it up. Variable set save system GameMaker. Let's see, someone's probably done this before. I don't need to start from scratch. This guy's got a video tutorial. Hate video tutorials.
Hello everyone, this is Felix from GM
GM is solid though, it does some cool stuff.
Circle object, which is named OCircle. And like so, you have accessed the OCircle entry in global of save map.
Pragma. What is this function he's using? Oh yeah. I remember.
So what the value is going to be set to is an array, and the array will contain a number of strings, and each of the string will be the name of a variable we do. Let's quickly write a description for it. Returns the get save map, the instant
And you're just doing what I'm thinking of doing.
a string that represents all our data, we no longer need all the maps and lists and so on that we create. Save data as a description. Do is right
Yeah, it's just putting everything into maps and
layer. This will ensure that we're always
let's take a look at his
recreating
starter
the object
project.
on the same layer, such that if I go over here,
See, indeed, I rather see the code. Oh, I have to create an account to download this. No, come on, really? Oh no, it's already downloaded. Great. Yeah, since nobody has any secrets that can forward this, it really seems to be just. I'm gonna have to create a JSON file with a bunch of maps, a bunch of lists, whatever. Let's see the saving itself. What? There's nothing here. What the hell? Ah, he's done this so people could follow up with it, and then there's no pre-made. Ah, that sucks. Well, ask the GameMaker community if they got some ideas better than what I have. Just doing a bunch of maps. Now I'm gonna try using this. Let's try using this. Let's do the following. Let's test it with Terra. Right in the end, I go variable instance get names ID. see what happens when I use this function. So this is gonna get a list. So I'm gonna make it a 2D array actually. Array. Now. For loop. Length. See what happens here. Gonna do a map, yeah. Well, since somebody on GameMaker's community just said, rule number 0, do not use variable functions from GameMaker. Apparently, let's see why I'm not supposed to. Well, this should create a map that has all the variables and their values automatically. not? Let's see what I have created. This looks solid. Wow. Even adds variables to that thing. So this save system, if I do it like this, it's safer. Unless GameMaker has any surprises stored in for me, but it's safer in the sense that if I forget to add a let me give you some context on this. So if I do a save system the way I was going to do, I was going to look up each variable one by one, look at all the relevant variables and add them to the saving library. So like a big library of variables that need to be added to the save file. So what if I one day have an important variable that I add to the game but forget to add it to the save file library? That could cause problems. This method looks up every variable in the instance and saves them. However, there's a lot of variables here that are useless. I don't need to save them. They are useless to be saved. I mean, they are useful for other things, but for saving, they're pointless. So I create a big file that's bigger than it needs to be. But it's easier, faster, and it's safer in a way because it's free from human error, unless there's GameMaker error to be accounted. Let's see what it does to the maps. Right. I'll find a map here. Does it actually save the maps? No way it saves the maps. Oh my god, it's put them alphabetically? No. Here, a list. Aha. No way. Holy shit, he actually saves the lists. Wow. Okay, this is pretty good. Can't believe this is gonna be that easy. Definitely not gonna be that easy. perhaps for this thing, I should probably build a debug system using this. Wow, really good. Then there's a counter function to this one that assigns the variables. Amazing. Instant set. I'm asking people in the GameMaker community if they know of mistakes and errors this function might cause. Oh, hey, responsible Captain Nathan. Thanks, man. Thanks a lot. But it's not just me. It's me and the guys who are helping me with the graphics, with the music. I guarantee you, 50% of what I'm doing here, the awesomeness of it comes from the music. And of course, if 50% is just me and 50% the other guys, really in the total, everything we've done is just 10%. The other 90% is what Square has done throughout the years. But yeah, this seems like a good method, even though it's a shit method in terms of performance and in terms of good code, air quotes. I only care if it's gonna cause me glitches. That's the only concern I have here. Performance, I don't really think it's a big deal for me. Hey, you know what? Fuck it, I'm going with this method. I don't give a shit. Just screw it. Let's do this. I'm gonna build a little save system here. The save object. I don't give a shit. Let's try this horrible method. Oh, I should probably do something here important though. There's a function to get the type of variable it is. Let me go back there. I know there is. It's important. It's relevant for me. Let's see this function, how it works. Check here. Where's the one that checks if it's a data structure? Because if it's a data structure, I need to do something different. I need to do something special. I can't just put a list into a map. Oh. Come on, I need to know my if it's something is a frigging map or list or whatever. Isn't there such a function? Really, GameMaker? Is Vec 4? Don't even have Vec 4 in this. There aren't even vectors in GameMaker. What the fuck? Why do they have this function? Let's do a test. Oh, maybe I don't need to do this. Fortunately, I have a big frigging map that keeps track of all the data structures I'm using, and it tells the game. It keeps track of which types they are. Okay. Now what I need to do is remember how my memory tracking system works. So I created called data structures map grid. Grid called data structures, and then when I add something, I add it to the data structures. Maybe I should just get the name of this and put it in the data structure map too. Well, that's gonna break it. Nah, it's not gonna work. could just see how many times I use this function. That's a lot of times. Too many times. But looking at this, a lot of these are repeated. See, all of them have a main selection list and magic list. Could just change that very easily. Guys, you hear me typing this because I'm talking to the guys at the GameMaker community to get some advice from them. Well, the system I'm using, this thing I figured out, seems way too good to be true. Let's put the music back on. Some relaxing tunes. Oh, I was looking into this, right? Don't care about the surfaces. Just these structures. And guys, just reading here some advice from people who know better than I do. instance get if is real. Let's put another one here. This grid with height. What's the name of the grid? So I'm gonna see if I can detect the data structures from this data structure map I have, the grid I mean. If let's see if that's gonna work. Oh, infinite loop alert. Almost created an infinite loop. Don't want to be creating no infinite loops. God, the performance of this thing is hideous. I mean, this code I'm creating is disgusting. In the future though, I don't want to use a system like this. I should probably create a function that adds variables that need to be saved to a library automatically. And then from the start you work with something rational and original like this. This is weird. Oh yeah, it's stopping on the ones that have an equal value. Okay, so the value cannot be 0. Let's start with j equals 1. That solves it. How is this out of range? That can't even happen. What? Is it really saying phase array is out of range? What? That can't happen. Oh boy. GameMaker. But I've said I to... Oh, GameMaker. How are you doing this? Doesn't make any sense. There is something in Moise S. But the chat is just calm. Yeah, you're right. But how is this even possible? I supposed to be smaller than... Man. What? Oh, GameMaker. Impressive. Truly impressive. How? I've set I to be no greater than 228. How did you get to I is to... Oh, okay. Yeah, that's my fault. My bad. Of course. Every time I start complaining about GameMakers being at fault, 90% of the times it's my fault. But the other 10% is actually GameMaker's fault. There are bugs in GameMaker. But let's see if what I wanted to do is gonna work. I doubt it will. See buff stack map. That looks like it makes sense. So let's see. Wow, no way. Let's see if it's really the buff stack map. It is. It is the buff stack map. Hit again. Now it's state key. It is a state key. It's working. Really? All action list. Oh. That's not right. Of course it's not like I'm visualizing it. Now it's right. Wow. Holy crap, it's gonna work. Next one is main selection list. It is. No way. What? DSS map. Would you look at that? Is it? It really is the modify stat map. Fuck. can't work correctly? No. Is it going to work? Let's continue testing. So next one is going to be sort list. What is sort list? What is sort list? Where did I create it? For Terra. Oh, okay, just some useless thing. What? That shouldn't be there though. I'm gonna turn this into a frigging var. Should have done the same for cloud. For list needs to be a var. So var is a function. I just called them var, but the actual name is local variable. It's a variable that instantly vanishes as soon as the step is over. Should just do it the correct way, just like this. Let's hope I didn't destroy this. Okay, so that's worrisome though. So it was added here. So what is the number? It's number 93 of data structures. Let's see. Let's check the chat. Hey. Data structures 93. Wonder what, let's find out what it is. Apparently it's a list. Magic as per materia. Ah, it's the skills list. Ah, no, it's working, yeah. But why is the name sort list? That's gonna cause mistakes. That's gonna cause mistakes for sure. Hmm. So I think for the data structures, I should probably go manually. Make sure they all are going to be added the way I want them to be added. Because this should not have happened at all. It's quite bizarre that it did. Well, let's try again. Now that I've done this change, let's see if that's gonna happen again. Let's see this one, equipment stat map. Let's see if it's being saved the way I want it to be saved. I'm not sure if this is what's supposed to be in there. Let's see, 115 on data structures. What's the number? Number 6 actually. $155, that's it. What's the name of this thing? Equipment stat, it's supposed to be a map, let's see. What if I tell it that it's a list? Shit, this is why this is so dangerous. GameMaker has no decent way of telling apart the different data structures. So a solution would be changing this function. That sucks, man. Because I've used it so many times. Well, let me investigate how many times I have actually used it, knowing that I had to use it. What? What is this here? Here. Maybe I could just make it as an optional argument. That's better. Yeah. Gonna do just that. Oh no. Crap, I can't. Fuck. Because I've already made the width and the height optional. Have I? Oh, I have. Boy, that sure sucks. So how many times I've used that? 0 times? Nah, come on. Very few times. Yeah. I'm gonna do it like this, yes. This could potentially destroy everything. Oof. Argument 2, argument 3. Argument count greater than 1. This is gonna help me keep track of all the data structures. And better now. My god, this is the biggest change I've ever made. This is changing something deep into my engine that could have catastrophic results. Fingers fucking crossed. What? Whatever. Does not matter. I guess I've done it. So let's see. Let's take a fucking bold fucking move here. Sheesh, man. I'm scared. Cloudterra, what Wizard Squall, Diablo Safer. God, there's so many people. Phantom Train, Safer, Life War. Cloudterra, what Wizard Squall. That's where's Noctis? Aha. Let's see Noctis's. It's here, it's here. Maybe I'm just not seeing it because it's a frigging mess. He's not there at all, no. How? It is right there. Ah, it was the first one. Noctis, Cloudterra, White Wizard, Squall, a Mage, Monk, Master, Warrior, Knight. Yeah, it seems it's working. Okay. Oh boy. Huh. Jesus, man. What if I'm wrong, or if I'm fucking everything up real good? Do it, let's do it. Place everything. Let's continue. Oh my lord, I just did that. What? Ah. Next one is alt menu list. Fuck. Oh my god. So, kids, this is why you must create your game from the start with a save system in mind, so you don't have to pull out crazy stunts like this later. So if you guys don't know, can't understand why I'm so scared, what I'm doing is I'm using the search and replace function from the ID from GameMakers to change a lot of very important variables, and if I make a mistake with them, I could cause a crash that I don't know where it is, and take a long time for me to find out where it is. Another potential problem is that I may forget something and then move on and create my save system just fine, and then later I keep coming across some glitch and I don't understand why it's not happening, I don't understand what's going on, and then I have to figure out within this huge mass of save system and creating, I have to figure out where is the variable among like 200 different variables that is not being correctly recorded. And when I'm doing like this method I'm using with the search and replace method, it's fast, but it gives a lot of room for me to overlook something, for me to change something without realizing I have changed it. I could, for instance, do it to a small typo, simply not change something the correct way. Like that I keep finding, like I need to find a list that contains the actions the characters can perform, and then thanks to a typo that list does not get saved, and then whenever I load the game I'm like, what's going on, why isn't this happening, why is this crashing? But it's because I didn't save the list. But it could be something much more subtle, because that would be immediately obvious. I would easily find out where the problem is. The problem is for situations where, for an instance, something that messes with the stats from a character. Like there's a little stat that controls what happens if the character receives a status effect that's supposed to change the character's attack, and then I make a little mistake here and then my battle sister is glitched forever. This is how glitches, like, well, I'm not gonna say this is how it happens, but this is how my version of the, for instance, Doom vanish glitch is gonna happen, because I'm being careless. I mean, here it's fast but it's careless. Why am I going with the fast way? Because this project started as a hobby and turned into something bigger. I never intended for it to become this big, so from the start I never built it to be something sturdy. And like my whole idea was just to create one little Final Fantasy VI combat system. That's one little battle. So for the next project I have, like a proper project, proper IP, something that's of my own, I am definitely be more careful. Lots of lessons learned here. But let's continue. So I've changed the, let's change now. We have here some stuff very specific to Noctis, very specific to Cloud. I think the magic list needs to be changed. Lots of characters have the magic list, so we're gonna change it. Skills list. Is this something everybody has? A skills list? It does. It is something everybody has. So we're gonna change that one too. Man. Replace all. Okay. Let's see what's next. So, for now, let's just go with this. Doing this here. Each character has some very specific lists and whatnot that belongs to them. More weapon name list. Man, if this project didn't involve recreating every character, the amount of content I've created would be enough for a full game in terms of characters and features for the characters. It's insane, and I'm not even halfway done with all the Final Fantasy characters. That's just nuts. Cloud's got the summon list. I think Terra has this one too. Might be faster using it like this. Yeah, Terra has it. No, she doesn't. So, hers is called As Per List. I remember now. Let me break lists. So many fucking lists. So many things. So many different systems. So many little details. So many exceptions. I think though I've started with most of the more difficult characters. Cloud is definitely challenging because of his material system. So flexible. Squall is definitely tough. With the junction system, Noct is incredibly tough. So I think hopefully the Onion Knight's gonna be easy. Hopefully. It is sort of creating 5 different characters because of the different jobs. Each job is kind of like a new character I have to create. But let me just check something here in the GameMaker community. Alright. Oh, speaking of which, guys, speaking of GameMaker community, probably gonna be participating in a jam, and I think I'm gonna stream it. It's called the 100-hour jam, in which I have to make a game in 100 hours. It's gonna be Saturday. I'm gonna post a link to the jam. It's really cool. I'm excited for this one. So you guys can see me coding a game in just 100 hours. Where is it? Jam's joined. Here. This is gonna be my 3rd gem. This is the jam. Gotta make a game in 100 hours. Let's see what I make of it. Anyway, continue with this super boring task. Changing this function. So the Onion Knight's gonna be easy probably. There's nothing very complicated about it. I think maybe creating jumps is gonna be difficult. And I'm also gonna make the Viking have a skill that allows him to aggro the enemies, so I'm gonna have to create an aggro system that simply does not exist yet to the enemy's AI. Shouldn't be difficult. I also want the aggro system to have a lot of... Actually, I want an aggro system that is really good in this game. I think that's something that's missing. Initialize equip, that's not necessary here. Materia, I think that's necessary though. This is necessary for materia, this is necessary. This materia is gonna get saved too, just like anything else. So guys, you can expect this save system to take a few days to get done. Because it's not just creating it, it's just making sure it works, testing it, etc. Battle manager does not need to save anything. Game manager does not need. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go through game manager later to see all the important. This one is important. And this one, I don't know how I'm gonna do it. Fuck. I think this is probably something that's gonna have to get recreated every time I create a character. I mean, every time I load the game. This is important too. So I've replaced all the variables that needed to be, I've changed all the stuff that needs to be changed. Let's see if it works. Oh, this is not good. This is not good at all. Let's make a quick test. Let's test this. It's just so strange. Let's put a break here. Oh crap. Okay. So let's just take a look at data structures. I see, this is just strange. What the should not happen. What? Oh, of course. 3, okay. stack map. Let's see if it's the buff stack map. 457. That looks correct. Yes. All action lists. 2892. Okay, that's correct. Main selection list. 328. Okay, this is correct as well. I think all of them are gonna be correct now. Modify stat map. 456. Okay, good. This one is as per limit map. 592. Perfect. So now it's impossible for it to make mistakes. Equipment stat map. 455. Yeah. Just checking everything just in case. 3288. Good. Allowed weapon. Equipment class list. 28, and now it's going to be allowed weapon class list. What? Did I skip this one? No, I did not. Step map. Uh-huh. Okay. Magic list. 328. Okay, this is perfect. It's buff stack map. Skills list. Alright. No, I think it's working. Okay. So step 2. Okay, so if it's that, the key is this, and the value is this. Okay, that equal true. Should just have copied this whole thing. Okay. Alright. This should do it. I need to create a JSON file. Forgot how to do this. Code. I forgot to create a save system, man. Totally forgot to do this. I know I've done this before with my editor. Let's see how did I do it. How I did it. Editor elements, number of main functions. Toggle button. Okay, sprite option, trigger option, character options, resource viewer. Oh, probably in the object here, editor. Animation editor. Button, save button. This should be. Should have to. This is how I did it. So we need to I was using a ini file. What? Yeah, right here. Okay, I'm gonna create a file here. Test this. totally forgot to do this. How to save JSON files. Man, totally forgot. Jesus Christ, how do I do this? Yeah, I'm gonna look up a tutorial, fuck it. Save string to file. Really? That's it? Nah. No. Of course not. Nope. Someone has done this already. I guess it's really easy. text. Wait. File text. Write. String. It's not gonna be that easy. Let's see how I did it before. I've done it here. No, here. No. Here. No, what the fuck is it? Say button. Here. Oh. Wow. This is just like that. No. Too easy. Mm. 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 I'm quiet because I'm focused. Hmm. Will this work? Probably not. Let's see if it's gonna work. Couldn't possibly. Oh. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Let's go. Let's test this. Doubt it's gonna work. No, it's gonna work. Can't work. Too easy. some stuff. Hit R. Of course. Oh. Was there? Trying to index a variable which is not an array. Oh, okay. Really? So doesn't this thing handle arrays? Let's try again. Hmm. 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 Okay. Problem are the arrays. Like equipment slot. Or natural spells. Interesting. It's being saved as a list. So okay. So you're gonna make the Sephiroth fight less hard? It's not that hard. You know, let me give you some tips for Seth. Equip Terra. Make sure either Terra or Squall have Izuna. Make sure you got a character can use Izuna and just not get confused. In this case, Terra is the only candidate. I'm giving you a walkthrough how to beat Sephiroth. Give Terra Ukishmi or Alexander so she gets Izuna. Give her the peace ring accessory so she's immune to confuse. Also a good idea to give her the rice tunic, prevent her from getting silenced. The Wild Wizard, extremely useful the Seth fight because of the Great Gospel ability, which heals every negative status. Today can spell Izuna doesn't heal petrification. Izuna does heal. Izuna heals Toad and Mini. It does not heal petrification. Only soft heals petrification. The White Wizard has soft, which can heal petrification, and Great Gospel, which can heal everything. Oh yeah, don't use point warp on that one. He goes out of control. So what you gotta do is make sure there's someone to save the White Wizard. The White Wizard has a Great Gospel ability, which is like Final Fantasy VII's Aeris Great Gospel. Heals the entire party and heals any negative statuses. Izuna heals almost everything except Petrify, which is only healed by soft. I've made sure that's like this. I want Petrify to be a special negative status, so that when Sephiroth uses it, you really feel it. And anyway, you can also use Golden Needle to heal petrification. Either Golden Needle, the characters have a Golden Needle item, or soft from the White Wizard. So the key to beating Sephiroth is having the White Wizard, because you can use Great Gospel to heal everybody. And having Terra with the Peace Ring, because you can use, or another, well, that's not possible yet. If Squall had Confuse magic on him, he could use a status junction for Confuse, which would give him 100% immunity to Confuse, and then he could also use Izuna on other characters. So it would be the Squall or Terra to save the day in the fight. And another tip I can give you, his AI is extremely predictable. Use Cloud's wall magic to cast Protect and Shell on everybody. That's gonna make most of his damage not count for anything. His attacks aren't actually deadly. Most of his attacks they're not gonna kill you. Oh, on 7 Supernova couldn't kill anybody. On the international edition, actually, couldn't kill anybody and put a bunch of status effects. I've made it exactly like it was in the original game. the international edition. The Japanese version of Supernova can actually kill the entire party. Yes. Also, ribbon. You may have noticed there's no ribbon to be equipped. That was intentional. I think ribbon is overpowered. I might add it to the game, maybe, probably. But there's just gonna be only one ribbon in the entire game. But I didn't add it to the demo because I think it's just too powerful. Pale horse is really annoying, isn't it? Make sure you use Maiden Kiss to heal Toad. Golden Needle to heal Stone. There's nothing to heal Mini though, only Asuna. Also the spell can heal slow, in case you didn't know. Also I think I've made it so the spell can also heal Mini and Asuna. I mean Mini and Toad. I think I've made it like this. Let me check. I think it makes sense that the spell can heal those, because they're like an enchantment that's put on the character. It's not a physical status like poison. Yes, it heals Frog, but it does not heal Mini. So if any of your guys are frogged, the spell will also heal it. You can eventually Sephiroth will use the spell on the entire party, because if he's got wall on him, instead of using wall on himself, he's gonna use the spell on the entire party. So eventually he's gonna heal everybody who's turned into a frog. Another tip you can use for Sephiroth is the Monk's Kick can hit him when he's flying. You can use Noctis Warp Strikes to hit him. Terra is good to deal some damage using Flare. The Black Mage, of course. It's good to deal damage against Sephiroth. Let me fight Sephiroth. I wanna do this fight. Let's see if I can beat him. And then I'm gonna stop the stream. Let's test my strategy. I think I've beat him more than once, but yeah, he's tough. Especially because you don't have entire party equipped with ribbons. Let's try out. So I wanted this, I want this guy. I want Noctis. Yeah, this is the part I'm gonna take. Let's give Terra the Peace Ring. Double cast. Turn down the volume a little bit on this. Okay. Let's give her Enhancer, so she can do a lot of magical damage. Aegis Shields or Zephyr Cape. There's a little glitch here, look. When I change it, that doesn't look good. Gotta change that later. Six says it can heal Petrify, which is why I thought it was a strength that it doesn't heal Petrify in this game. I'm gonna more or less do it like Final Fantasy VI for the status effects, because in Final Fantasy VI, well, I'm mixing every character in the same game, so I can't make the status effects work exactly like they did in 6, because then another game is gonna require the status effects to work in a specific way. So I've changed how they worked a little bit. Oh yes, I'm gonna put that. Don't worry. People have been asking this for a long time. And also I'm gonna make the blitz moves a little shorter. I think they're too long, aren't they? I'm gonna give Terra the Zephyr Cape. No, I'm gonna give her Rainbow Guard. The Rainbow Hat to increase her HP. Minerva, the best one. For the White Mage, this is the White Mage? Yeah, this is the one. I'm gonna give the White Mage the Bard's Tunic to protect from silence. Rainbow Bracer. Rainbow Hat. Heal Rod is very useful here to indirectly cure. Zephyr Cape increases evasion and speed, that's all. And for the Black Mage, I'm giving him this Will, whatever. Actually, I should give him the weakest weapon, because you may want to use your Black Mage to hit characters and dispel confusion from them. Then here's Sage's Mitter, I don't know how to say that. Let's boost his attack, his magic, I mean. Rainbow Bracer. Oh, for this guy, I'm gonna give him Strength, Hyper Wrist. Conquer X increases his strength. My one, let's see, Oracle. I'm gonna do one that gives him MP, so he can use a lot of warp attacks. So my rationale for Blitz was that actually in Final Fantasy 15, the name of the attack you did was Blitz. You would do combos. You would hold the attack button, Noctis would start attacking, keep chaining attacks, and you could press the directional buttons to change the type of attack he did and increase the damage of the attacks. So I thought, how can I adapt a system like that into Final Fantasy VI combat system, where you just tell a guy to attack. The original, in my opinion, the original system from Final Fantasy... Portuguese speaking country actually. So the original system from Final Fantasy VI 15 required some player skill. The player needed to know what he was doing to do attacks, to do effective attacks. I put Typhoon. The player needed to know what they were doing to do the best attacks, right? They had to do the combos and whatnot. So I thought, how can I adapt something like this into 6, where you just hit the button and attack and have to do nothing? Then I thought, what is the character in the series that is more like Noctis? The character in Final Fantasy VI that's more like Noctis. That's Edgar and Sabin, in my opinion. They're both royalty, and they both have some interesting skills. So I thought it would be very appropriate for him to have the Blitz from Sabin and eventually the tools from Edgar. Because Edgar, in Final Fantasy 15, you had all the tools. Yeah, that's it, Brazil. You had all the tools in Final Fantasy 15. So, and the tools originated in Final Fantasy 6. So I thought the best reference for Noctis was Edgar and Sabin. That's why he gets Blitz. So yeah, I should give him a weapon that I can use without consuming my health. It's gonna be Save the Queen. Should I give him the Patter Blade? Yeah, he doesn't need HP. So now he's got a lot of strength to do a lot of damage. The main damage dealers are gonna be the Black Mage and Noctis. White and Terra are gonna be support. Let's put a nice soundtrack here. Let's put One Winged Angel. Let's go with the traditional track. Let's see if I can do it. How do I start? I'm gonna start by, you know, Behemoth Fury. Oh, I should have used the spell, I forgot. Crap. And paid dealer for this. Indeed they are. It's gonna take a while for the pandemic to clear here though, unfortunately. Give... nah, I'm just gonna go like this. Ray, dispel. Huh, and flare. So I'm using the white mage to recover their MP as well. That's gonna be useful because Noctis doesn't have a lot of MP. And warp strikes are gonna be the main way to do damage. Time to do osmosis. And nuke. Oh crap. Ah, forgot about this. Yeah. I made it like in Crisis Core. Ah, here we go. Let's see who's gonna get healed. It's Yuna. And let me use Dispel on Knocked. Oh crap. Good. Oh man, got lucky. Ah, he's silenced. Fuck. Oh no. Let's use Great Gospel. That's gonna keep me safe. Ah, he's removed it. Fuck, bastard. I think he's gonna die soon. Saved him. Check it out. Use Saber to increase his damage. Oh no. Everybody's confused. That's catastrophic. Oh crap. Oh no. Will I die? Oh, great. That thing cured everybody's confusion. I think he's gonna die soon. No way he's not gonna die. Oh crap. He's on the wrong character. Maybe. Lightning's a tough character. I don't know how I'm gonna make her. She's gonna be a mix of stuff from Lightning Returns to stuff from Final Fantasy 13. Yep, that's it. See, not that hard. As long as you have a character to keep everyone alive, in this case, Terra. You guys want to see another fight? You choose the party and the enemy, and I'll see if I can beat it. You get to choose the song too. Choose the party, guys. Yeah. I had to do a lot of placeholder animations. The characters need a certain level of a certain equipment for them. And for instance, Terra, for her to be more customizable, she needs to have a certain amount of espers, and I haven't animated all the espers yet. If I just put the espers which I animated, which is Behemoth, Fury, and Phoenix, she would just have two options here. It would be boring. So I needed to add some more options, but doing animations takes a long time. So let's see, Terra, Cloud. Alright, Terra, Cloud, Squall, Knocked on Kafka. That's gonna be easy. And Dancing Mad. Alright, let's try. So let me see. I want to start with Squall. Squall is the weakest one. I need to unnerf him. He's too nerfed. Let's give him lots of speed and luck. I never tried this before. Let's try this. The speed luck build. Let's see. Nah, there's not. I need to do something else. Thanks, Ixion, and I guess Valaforte gives him speed, maybe. Ghost Train, let me see. Nah. Let's give him strength then. Strength and speed. Yeah, Cloud is actually very useful as a support character. So let's bump up his luck, his speed, his strength. Give him elemental attack for no reason. Now knocked. Let's see. I want to try something different. I want to try to make a lucky character. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool, isn't it? My main reason for that is because I didn't have a sprite for Doom Train, but then I thought it would be really even better if I had Ghost Train. Now let's equip. I prefer to start equipping Cloud. HP plus, of course. HP plus. Phoenix final attack. That's the best combo in the game. This is a good combo. Lightning and the cut. So Cloud takes about 4 seconds to attack, because I've made it so different weapons have a different charge time. For instance, every broadsword takes about 4 seconds to load to charge. With added cut, Cloud can bypass that. Lightning spells take a second to load, so added cut makes him attack after he uses the spell. So instead of taking 4 seconds to load the attack, he takes only 1 second, and he does 2 attacks. Yeah, right. That I did that on purpose. That was essential too. Yeah, of course, man. That's an essential part of Final Fantasy VIII. That absurd fucking trick. You know, I'm not gonna give him final attack, since he's gonna be attacking. In fact, I'm just gonna give him barrier. Oh, I'm not gonna give him any healing. Nah, I'm gonna give him some healing. It's reckless not to. And let me try giving him Death Blow with MP Absorb. They can help me out. Time. Nah, the problem with giving him too much magic is that his strength starts to suffer. That's enough. Okay, now this guy, I'm gonna give him Better Blade, which is actually really good. Rainbow Guard, Aegis Shield, Sword Breaker, gonna give him some good evasion. Do I have anything else that gives evasion? Nah. Accessory. Hyper Wrist. For him. For Terra, it's gonna be the Protect Against Silence. For Squall. Increases the power of healing spells. Yeah, maybe. Gonna put the White Ring. Yeah, Doom Train was definitely based on Ghost Train. I'm not gonna do Phoenix in final attack, because Phoenix takes a lot of MP, and he's gonna be using a lot of MP to attack Cloud. So I'm not gonna do that. If I'm gonna give, this is a mistake, I'm gonna give him the White Cape. Give Terra the White Ring. Terra's gonna get Enhancer, of course. Rainbow Guard. So Kafka is a character you want to kill fast. You want to give him, you guys, a lot of attack power, because when he gets to his final phase, he just starts doing a lot of damage. Luck is actually an important stat. There's a thing I've added in this game, it's called a lucky save. is when a character will die from a single attack. When they get a one-hit KO, there's a small chance that they avoid the attack, and that's based on their luck, and they can only get that like once or twice per battle. The more times you get a lucky save, the harder it is to get it again. So luck is actually very useful. So Mojave Fury, of course, Typhoon, Alexander, and Phoenix. I like to use some ethers here. I guess one should be enough. So heal everybody again. Okay. Kafka, Dancing Man. Let's do this. Oh. Well, his limit is filled. See, lucky dodge right there. Oh crap. This is gonna be easy. The limit break filled up too fast. I gotta change that. See, he's almost dead. He's already using these attacks. He's almost dead. Ah, crap. Not fast enough. My god, how much am I going to boost this for? Will I get to 255? Probably. Maxed out. Wow. What? That shouldn't have happened. Death blow should always hit as a back attack. Also, I thought the attacks are taking too long to charge. Did you guys think so? Here we go. Limit break filled up. Yep. Yep, he can also do that. If he's dead, he summons Leviathan automatically, just like in Final Fantasy. Oh, Just like Final Fantasy 15. Alright, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. I also really like to see people who appreciate details, and it's a lot of details I've put into this. And yeah, see, every boss is beatable. Just gotta know the right strategy. I think most people are having difficulty beating the bosses because they're given the game like at the last. Imagine like I give you a save file that's at the last fight, and you haven't played the game for the entire game. You don't understand what your characters are capable of doing. You don't know what their powers are. Yeah, that's too long too. Your Jimbo is way too long. Gotta change that. Gotta take some notes on the things gotta change. Yeah, your Jimbo is gonna have to page you, but that's for Yuna. I'm gonna make it so Yuna can summon your Jimbo, and it's gonna work just like in Final Fantasy X. So let me add here the little things gotta do. Make GF sequence summon shorter. Make attack fill up faster. Make whoa. What did I just do here? Make limit break fill up slower. Thanks, man. I also appreciate you enjoying the game. Oh, also unnerf Squall, right? This is too nerfed. It's too weak. I can't. Also, I don't think it's appropriate for Final Fantasy VI style. The swirly background. Gonna put this on my queued up list. So one cool thing about adding saves and loading to the game is that I can also make it so these demos are more like an actual game, like get achievements, for instance. I was thinking of adding achievements, like for instance, you need to. Oh no, man! I'm not gonna make that. Let me show you the animation for Supernova. I want to stay away from that. It took me a month to do that. So this is the animation for Supernova. It is longer than a lot of scripts in this game. It is, oh my lord, 689 lines long. I want to add a Japanese Supernova. Japanese Supernova was way shorter, and it actually did damage instead of doing fractional damage. This way Sephiroth can be a little more deadlier. I also think one of the reasons Squall is not so powerful is because we don't have Aura yet, and we don't have Lionheart. With both these two things, Squall becomes incredibly powerful. Oh, by the way, you can also hit R1 right at the moment Squall is attacking. That's going to increase his damage, just like in Final Fantasy 8 as well. That was a secret thing in Final Fantasy 8. I've put it in this game too. I spent all Final Fantasy 8 not knowing you could do that. Hitting R1 to increase his damage. So I've added here too. Oh yeah, Knights of the Round is gonna take forever too. It's gonna be a nightmare to do. So yeah, that's it for today. Yeah, I'm gonna put the Japanese one, man. It's deadly. Sephiroth needs. I think Sephiroth is too easy. So anyway, like I was saying, if the game has saving and loading, that means I can add like achievements. For instance, beat all the bosses, or beat Kafka with the Final Fantasy 1 characters. Beat Garland without using physical attacks. I don't know, something like this. Beat Garland without a knight or a white wizard. And then it's gonna feel more like something you can complete, something you can beat. It's gonna be more interesting. But no, gotta figure out this thing first. The problem I'm having here is that the arrays from each character are being saved as a list. So I gotta find out a way to detect what is an array and fix it. So yeah, guys, that's it. Thank you for watching. And yeah, I'm gonna make the Japanese one just like in the original Japanese game. It's gonna be short and it's gonna do some damage, actual damage instead of fractional damage. But yeah, I gotta go, really gotta go. Thanks for watching, guys. Next Tuesday I'm back, stream again, and yeah, gonna keep doing those streams. Sometimes they're gonna be boring, lots of times they're gonna be boring actually, but little by little this thing gets done. If you guys know of somebody who, oh yeah, I'm gonna definitely add Shinryu, man. Gonna definitely add Shinryu. Omega as well. Gilgamesh needs to be in the game. I was thinking even maybe adding Lavas. Wouldn't that be awesome? Like Lavas would summon a boss from each Final Fantasy game. Then you'd fight them in that gauntlet of bosses. And then you'd finally get to Lavas. Man, that would be friggin' sweet. Alright guys, now I really gotta go. See you guys. Thank you for watching.